thank you for watching. Last week I posted a video of my new Mac Pro. I updated it to 5.1. I didn't record that part, the flashing part, but there's many videos on YouTube that shows the flashing procedure. At the time that I had the computer back together to do the flash, my wife already had come back home and lives. My apartment is really small, so there's no way I could isolate myself in the other corner of the house to do the video. So I just had up there for not recording that part, but everything else that you see in my video last week, I recorded before she got here. So you saw the debacle with the video card that I posted. I got a RX 560 from Best Buy, which a lot of people on YouTube said that it did work with the Mac Pro. Unfortunately, on mine it did not work. I put it on, and I can hear the boot up chime. I can hear the hard drives working and going in, but it never got to the boot screen. I know you were not gonna get the boot screen, but you can get to the login screen to the OS. I let it sit for like 5 minutes and never got to that point. I opted from returning it, and I did get me an HD 7970, I think it is. It's a 3 GB card, and it's designed to work with the Mac Pro, with the boot screen and all. It's customized flash ROM that they flash into the card. So I got it here. I got it on Thursday, but I opted for not opening it, just to do it now when there's nobody home and I'm by myself. I'm gonna do the unboxing, and putting it on the computer, and installing it and booting up. First boot, see if it works, and if it does, then I'm gonna be installing Mojave. That's the only thing that's holding me back. Alright, let me get something to open this box and I'll be back. So this is the video card I got. Let me go to my eBay. Purchase history. This is the video card I got. Is the Radeon 7970. It's been flashed to work with the Mac Pro with a boot screen. Supposedly work on Mojave metal. Got 3 gigs of memory, like you see over here. Support all screens. It's a gigabit AMD Radeon. Comes with the connectors. That's the card. Has 2 mini display port, HDMI port, DVI, dual link. That's not mine. That's the screen that they flashed, that they put in there to show that it works. That's their benchmarks, supposedly, and it comes with the cables, of course. So let me just unpack. I'm gonna be installing Mojave and testing it out. Alright, so I don't think it comes in a box, in its own boxes. Let me. Nothing else in here. It's supposedly come with the 2 cables that connect to the motherboard. I already have them just in case it did not. So let's pull here. Oh, very nice. Very well packed. I must admit, these people do a good job packing this stuff. That's the cables. It goes in the motherboard. And that's the card. It's actually pretty heavy. pretty heavy. Sorry about my mess. I just got up. My grandkids were here, so my wife had to drop them off really early. No time to pick up the mess in the bed. So this is the card. It's actually pretty beefy. It's a pretty beefy heatsink. So that's the connectors. It's dual boot. I think you can put it into Windows as well. This one has. No, I don't see it. So you can see the front like you saw in the video that I just showed. The eBay listings, 2 display port, HDMI and DVI. I already ordered myself an older 24-inch Apple Cinema display. This is like from 2008. HP monitor. I had a dual monitor setup before. I ended up giving one to my son, and I have this. So I'm gonna upgrade to a 24-inch. See, I don't have much space over here. I'm gonna keep that just in case. But the Apple display is coming to complement the Mac Pro. So I'm gonna shut it off, put the card in, and first boot. I'll be back. Alright, so that's the mini 6-pin to a giant 6-pin connector. 8-pin. Alright, time to grab the card. Alright, I'm gonna put it in. I need both hands for that. Alright, both connectors are in, the card is in, the little holding plate is in. Let me just put the computer there, connect it, connect the monitor and start it up. Let's see what happens. Cross my fingers. Alright. Essentials are plugged in, the audio, the Ethernet, the keyboard, monitor, power on this beast. Let's see what the monitor does. If we get a gray screen, that means that it worked. I haven't heard the chime yet. The fans on the video card is spinning. Hear the chime. Gray screen, that's a great sign. Apple logo means we're booting into Apple. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's go to about this Mac. In the Radeon 7970, 3 gigabytes. Alright, let's go close this stuff off. Let's do this again. System report. Graphics display. That's what we're looking for. Metal supported. Rotation supported. Let's see what else. I know the brightness not work on this monitor. Alright, so now let me just install Mojave, shall we? So last week when I was making my video, I was looking for this everywhere. It's my mini tripod. So I have the GoPro mount in there right now, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And the other day I was looking for something else and I found it. That's usually the way it happens. You're looking for something, you can find it, but when you're looking for something else, there it is. So I already had downloaded Mojave, and it used to tell me that I needed to install Mojave, a firmware update is required. To complete the upgrade, shut down and wait for your Mac Pro to power off. Next, hold the power button until power indicator light flashes and you hear the tone. Okay, so alright, it's supposed to shut down now. And now flash another firmware to it. See some weird things happening there. Okay, did it power off? Yep, it powered off. So now flash firmware, hold it until it flashes. That's the flash. There's the beep. There's the gong. Let me just see Apple logo appear in a progress bar. Installing a firmware update. That's, by the way, that's the way you install 4,1, 5,1. CD tray just came out. That's usually a sign that the computer is updating firmware. Alright, so far, no progress bar. So I'll be back when the progress bar appears. So the machine just powered off. The CD came back in. Now it's powering itself back on. I hope. Yep, there's a chime. There's the gray screen. Sorry. So I don't know right now if it's gonna boot back into the OS or it's gonna boot right into the installer. Alright, OS. Mojave install. What the heck is going on? Ah, really? This copy of install Mojave and can be installed. Alright, let me re-download that and I'll be back. So it's weird, it didn't let me install Mojave from that download that I had, but it's asking me to re-download it again, so that's gonna take a while. So I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so this thing threw me a curveball. I went to install Mojave and it did ask me to restart the computer to do a firmware update before I can install Mojave. So when I got back to the screen, it told me that Mojave cannot be installed because the app was damaged. So I did a Google. It turns out that it's really just a bad installer, and they gave me a direct link to download a new version of it directly from the App Store. So I did, and it still did the same thing. So I continue on reading, and it said that I had to reboot the computer to try it again. So I just rebooted back. There were some artifacts I had to reboot in save mode and restart the computer again, because he told me that this thing was not metal compatible. And let me see, now it says alright, so it's good. So now let's try to reinstall Mojave, see what happens. Alright, continue, agree. I'm gonna do upgrade. It's gonna be installed on this one. Alright, my password. We'll see. Should have, hold on, quit. Before I do that, I'm gonna make a disk thumb drive from Mojave. So I'll be back. So I'm building a installer, thumb drive installer with this Maker X for Mojave. So once it's done, I'll be back. Alright, so I created the thumb drive installation just in case. I continue, agree, install. It says it's gonna be 10 minutes. No, hey, 33 minutes. So I guess I'll be back once it's installed. So it asked me to reboot. Now we reboot it and it's installing Mojave. 40 minutes remaining. So it's been stuck at that for a few minutes. First it says estimating time and it went back to 40 minutes. So let's just let that sit and I'll be back in a little bit. So it's at 31 minutes remaining. It's taking an awful long time. It's a slow ass hard drive. Alright, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay, cooks, you got 20 minutes. So I just stepped away for a few minutes to make myself something to eat. And I saw the computer rebooted. Now it's booting up. I don't know if it's booting back to the OS or it's still gonna continue with the installation. We shall see. Alright, so here we go, first boot. Let's see. So I already see there's Mojave, the desert. Very weird artifacts. Famous beach ball. This is a slow ass hard drive. I need to enter my iCloud. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so here's the first boot. Optimizing your Mac. Performance might be affected until completed. Okay. It says that my battery's dying, so I'm gonna charge it up. So here we are at the main screen, Mojave 14.6. Now I reached the AMD Radeon HD 7970, 3 gigabytes. My SD card on my camera is filling up, so I gotta hurry up. Some metal supported, and of course I did said that I already ordered a Mac cinema display, and I'm gonna be upgrading a lot of stuff, the Bluetooth and all that stuff in here, Thunderbolt. Gonna install USB 3 on that. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching.